Hello fellow traders, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel where we continue to reveal the most effective strategies. And today we have a large-scale backtesting of two strategies using the awesome Oscillator indicator. I decided to make 200 deals backtesting to identify which of these strategies will be the most effective and worthy of a place on our leaderboard. So don't skip anything in this video so you won't miss anything important. And in this video, we will find out what win rate will each strategy show after conducting 200 backtesting transactions, identify the best strategy using the awesome Oscillator, and evaluate the pros and cons of the awesome Oscillator indicator and figure it out how it works. And now I'm gonna stop rambling and let's get started. The awesome Oscillator indicator, and this is a powerful tool that measures market momentum and helps traders determine the direction of the trend. It is based on the difference between the 5-period and 34-period moving averages, displaying the result as histograms. And when the histogram is above the zero line, it indicates an uptrend, and when it's lower, it indicates a downtrend. Using the awesome indicator in trading has several important advantages. Number one, fast signals based on momentum changes. Number two, it is suitable for different time slots and assets. And number three, it can be combined with other indicators to improve accuracy. But of course, there are also disadvantages. Number one, the possibility of delayed signals, especially in conditions of high volatility. Number two, experience is required to correctly interpret signals in different market conditions. And number three, it doesn't always give accurate signals in consolidation conditions. If you want to better understand how to work with indicators and develop your market analysis skills, join my online academy. You will get access to lessons on technical analysis, trading strategies, and other aspects of trading absolutely for free. Simply text me on Telegram, the link to which is, as always, in the description box down below. I will be glad to help you become more confident in your trading. Awesome Oscillator is widely used to identify potential reversal points, trend continuation, and confirmation of signals from other indicators. And now let's look at two popular strategies using this indicator. The first strategy we're going to talk about is awesome Oscillator Saucer. Let's see what we have on the first example of the uptrend. First aspect that we need to see is that the price is supposed to be higher than the 0 point. If you look at the histogram, you can see that at this point there is the 0 point. And the first sign that we have is the price being higher than the 0 point, and that's an uptrend. Gosh. And then we need to get closer to the chart and find a certain setup that we see right here. So while the price is growing higher than the 0 point, we need to find two red candlesticks in a row, and the third candlestick is supposed to be green. That basically signals that there was some sort of drop of the price, and then the price started getting potential, and the potential is for price to go higher. This strategy works quite well. Let's see what's gonna happen in 3 minutes. We found the setup and we are entering into a deal for an uptrend after the third candlestick is closed. Let's see. And in 3 minutes, you can see that obviously the price is growing. And that's actually a really good strategy. It shows good results on a trending market. But I actually think that when we're gonna have signals like this on a flat market, I'm expecting that we're gonna have some sort of flip-ups. But first, let's talk about the downtrend now. Here, everything is the same, but absolutely vice versa. First of all, we need to see that the price is going lower than the 0 point on the histogram. So we have that set up right here. Additionally, we need to find 3 candlesticks. So first green one, second green one higher than the previous one, and the third one is supposed to be red. So we have it here, and we can enter into the downtrend deal after the third candlestick is closed. I used 3-minute expiration time as always with this strategy, we have a win with the third candlestick being closed in lower points. But again, with the back testing, we're gonna see what's gonna happen if this strategy is gonna give us good results on the flat market, as I said, because during the trend, I'm not like concerned about anything, but the flat market, that's a question. Next strategy is called twin picks, and in this case it's quite simple. Let's talk about first example for an uptrend, and then we will move on to the downtrend. First of all, for an uptrend, we need to find that Oscillator is lower than the 0 point. And of course, it's going to show us two little picks. And also we need to look that Oscillator kind of sort of forms an uptrend right here. So the first pick is higher than the previous one, or lower, whatever you would like to call it. And when we find this kind of setup, we need to enter into the uptrend deal. But the really important point, when there is kind of a pullback, if you will, the price is not supposed to go above the 0 point. For example, right here, you can see this example. That's not going to be a twin pick, even though we have two of them. The price still went above the 0 point, and that setup is nothing for us. In this case, the setup is valid. So from the first green candlestick, we are entering into a deal for an uptrend around right here, and in 3 minutes, let's see what's going to happen, and the deal is going to be closed in black. But I actually think that this specific strategy will give us a lot of false signals. I'm still not sure, but I still think that it's going to be good for longer time frames, for example, like Forex, where you trade for days, not for minutes. And I believe that we will have a lot of false signals, as I said, but we will see. I'm not a prophet. We will look at the back testing, but first let's look at the downtrend. And for the downtrend, the setup is gonna look like this. We have two of our peaks, and they kind of form sort of a downtrend. And the second peak is obviously lower than the first one. And in the moment of pullback, the price didn't go through the 0 point, and that's a valid point for us. And we have our first red candlestick. Then from this one, we are entering into a deal for 3 minutes for the downtrend. And in this case, obviously, we are getting our money. We would get our money. And again, I'm not sure about this, just because look at the chart. Obviously, we have an uptrend. And as I'm a pullback and trend trader, for me, deals like that, it's a natural for me. I don't like it. I'm all for the risk, but not in this case, you know. But today we're just testing strategies with Oscillator. This is one of the most popular ones, and we need to talk about this, and we need to have it in our table. And with this strategy, we talked about it. Let's move on. And now that we have dealt with theory, let's finally move on to practice. I have prepared charts for each of the strategies, and I will conduct backtesting on 100 trades for each of them. I'm finally done with backtesting. I'm tired. It took me so long. It was awful. But let's look at the results right in front of you, and I'm shocked about them actually. So with the twin picks, first one, we have this stats that you can see here, all of the 100 deals, and with 100 deals per deal, 80% of payout. Our balance started from $5,000. It would turn in $5,620 in 100 deals. I expected the win rate to be lower, like 52%, but it's actually 59, which is not that bad, and the strategy actually works quite well. Okay, I would say. The only thing you need to think about, the strategy works awful with the strong trend. If you see the strong trend, indicator shows us non-stop signals against the trend, and of course all of them are going in us losing money. 4 of them in a row, 3 of them in a row, and 4 of them in a row again. So you can obviously see that this strategy doesn't work for example, for someone who works with martingale. You can use it without martingale, or you need to avoid strong trend. So add additional indicators that will help you work with weak trend, like, you know, coming from the flat market and trend is just being born, and this indicator is gonna work perfect. So for example, right here we have 10 deals in a row closed in black, so it can give you good results. You just need to filter out the strong trend. But in general, 59% of win rate, not that bad, not that good, it's okay. Now let's talk about Souther. I was not expecting this. You're gonna see it. Oh gee, Jasons, look at this. First of all, of course, we have all 100 deals here right in front of you, as you can see in results. And I just can't. From $5,000 with $100 per deal, the final balance would be $3,640 minus $1,360 and minus 27% from the beginning balance. The win rate is 48%. Just for you to understand, if you flip the coin, you would get 50%. We would get more money going against this strategy. Flipping a coin 50, this one is 48. Awful. I think this can work better with higher time frames, with bigger expiration time. So I'm talking about like 4-5 hour deals. But with standard settings for binary options, doesn't work at all. As you can see, obviously, I did not expect such a bad result. I'm like a bit stressed, but still I didn't lose anything. We have what we have. I was thinking not to show it to you, but I thought maybe someone would like to use this strategy one day. You can see the good example. Don't do it, or do it on a high expiration time, because on a standard settings, it's just awful. It's just torture. It was awful. I don't like it. So for example, right here we have 6 deals lost in a row. If you would work with martingale, you would lose all your money. Then next, again, we have a lot of them in a row. Awful, awful, awful. Let's forget about it. I don't like it. Let's move on to the final results. So in our leaderboard, the number 10 is going to be Twin Peaks strategy with $620 profit, 59% of win rate. It's not that bad. It's worse than bad, good, you know. Only additional indicators will help you here and get your win rate higher. And the saucer, the flipping saucer, this is the worst strategy I've ever seen on binary options. Just look at it, it's upsetting. And before we move on to the final conclusion, if you found this video useful, don't forget to like it and share it with your friends. Your likes and comments help the channel grow and create more high quality content. So, what can I say about the awesome oscillator indicator? I can say that it really is a good tool for analyzing the market, allowing you to determine the moments for entering into transactions. However, for maximum efficiency, you should be using it in combination with other analysis methods to minimize risks and improve signal accuracy. And my opinion at the end remains the same. This indicator is not intended for scalping, and therefore it is quite difficult to achieve high win rate in binary options. But if you know strategies with this indicator that show great results, I would appreciate it if you leave it in a comment section down below, and we will definitely test them out. This is how strategies using the awesome oscillator indicator show themselves on 200 trades. I hope this test was useful for you and will help you in your trading experience. If you want to continue learning and developing your skills, check out my playlist Backtesting, where I'm testing other strategies and sharing my knowledge with you. And that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.